LLC. We are doing the results on the micro mesh that I coded yesterday using our Cinemax Black Mist. If you don't know what this stuff is pretty incredible. So this product has a multi-purpose application, which means it can be used for many things. I did test it on a non-transfer surface. I'll show you more results on that. The problem is the surface has to be able to transfer light from back and forth. It has to. Because if not, what happens is it causes some problems to a screen that's non-transparent. So it's better if the surface has a kind of light transfer capability, which means the surface, it doesn't have to be like you can see through it. It has to be, you can use micro mesh, you can use a speaker mesh, you can use spandex, as long as the light can travel back and forth. Another fantastic application for this would be for those front and rear inflatable projection screens. These are projection screens that have that front and rear white mesh. And the problem you have with that is, again, they don't pick up. They have images washout, color washout. It's a white screen at the end of the day. It just does not pick up. Taco stuff right, and always in the middle of the floor. Sorry about that, people. That's Taco's call. He likes to lay on. Taco. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. That's Taco's cloth. He likes to lay on. But anyway, so basically you can use this for golf simulators, you can use this for front and rear home theater technology, you can use it for acoustic screens, designing your acoustic screens, upgrading your acoustic screens, you can use it for special effects, 3D applications, and so forth. It is fully ultra short though compatible and all that good stuff. Today I'm going to try to go out and find me a sheet of glass that doesn't have a hairline crack in it, so that way when we lift up the surface it doesn't break. But through that, we found out that the product can be removed off glass. I got to still do some more testing on that. All right, let me find out where in the world I stuck the fire stick. So behind the back of the screen, we have our Christie LW505 projector, which we're using right now. And we have the white wall, which is fantastic to do the demonstration on white levels. So this is what micro mesh will look like on the product. And that's how high the white levels will come up. I like to be, when I'm doing these different demonstrations, I like to be at the same length as the projector. I don't like to be sitting right on top of the screen. Now I think we're going to be changing our specification sheet to a 3-layer or maybe 4-layer application. We're going to do a layer application today. To see if 4 applications will allow us to see through a screen. We have 3 already coded on. I did 1 coat before leaving out of the on-site area. Let's go over to, let me see. Let's get Taco's play mats to the side. So no, we will not be using this for for non-transparent surface. No, doesn't work too well. If the surface can transfer light, then it's fantastic. If it can't transfer light, we can't use it. And this surface can transfer light because this is speaker mesh. just going to do a fast demonstration. So you can see compared to the, sorry about that. It's not about you. Even with your meows on camera, it's not about you today. So that's what we convert black micro mesh into when coated with our technology. Now sound can travel through the back of that because again it's a speaker mesh. That's what we're talking to the brains on. He's always talking in the morning, so he's got something to say. What? Let me now this is a spray-on application only. I don't care what surface you use. It is spray-on only. Because again, we don't you'll mess the screen up. To make complex projects simple, successful. Do not want you rolling or spraying, rolling or paintbrushing it in.
You see it in their curious eyes, in the joy behind their smiles, in the memories you forged together. Make this summer.
We don't need all that in a commercial. We're good. Let's see. Be nice. Lens shift up. So that right there is the white screen behind us compared to our surface. Let me go push over my lens shift a little bit. There we go. And that's how high the white levels are on our technology. So we're doing an overlap, so we're over splashing, and we do this with a white surface behind it, so that way we can compare our screen's white levels. These are the tests screens have to go through, especially black ones have to go through these tests. Because the last thing you want to do is paint a screen in, and then someone moves the projector, and the white wall does better than the screen. You don't want that. Now, see how much alive the image looks compared to the white wall? There you go. That's what our technology does to micro mesh. And if you saw the demonstration, which I'm pretty sure you did, doesn't take much. This stuff is very heavily concentrated. It really doesn't take much. A light dusting that transfers that quick, that fast. Yes, we do have tests on our technology versus micro mesh and just about everything else we can get our hands on. Of course, star field. demonstrations. Now, if you're doing speaker mesh, a few things you learned about speaker mesh. If you put two applications of speaker mesh right on top of each other, you still get light that transfers through, but you will not get rear projection. If you use one, you'll get rear projection. Anytime we got to test out a surface, we have to see exactly what are the pros and cons of it, what can we do with it, stuff like that. So that's how I know all that, because I did testing. See the huge difference between the white wall and the technology we coated? Not only must produce 100% contrast, but it has to produce beautiful colors and white levels next to the white screen. I see demonstrations when people do contrast screens, they will only show contrast only. You're not supposed to do that, just show everything. That way the customer gets an understanding of exactly what he or she is buying. Now, speaker mesh is extremely cheap. You can get bulks of it on Amazon. You can convert that into we can use it for acoustic projection screens. When you add our technology, it converts that surface into something completely different. I'll show you my distance where my projector is sitting. So my projector sits to the far end, and this is where the screen sits over here. That's her angle. Now, this has been available since yesterday because we had customers that wanted to get the technology for micro mesh and for glass application. We do have an advertising version, but I got to do some more testing. I have to coat the glass for that one. I got caught up in the black version of this technology. The black version, because it does so much in the testing, we just decided to just give it its own name by itself. It can work for window glass advertising. That it can do. But we're not going to add that in with the AdTech technology. And the AdTech technology, we have clear and silver. We'll be doing some demonstrations. So pretty soon, since I got my paint sprayer, I'll be blasting both those windows real soon. Show a huge, massive difference. And we officially got all our testing in. I'm just doing a layer application out of curiosity to see exactly how many layers we can drop on the surface. That's all. But window applications, from what I saw from the demonstrations from 2 applications, it does pull up. But to be crystal clear, I would say 1 application would be perfect for that. So all that's going to be noted in. Other than that, it's passed all its tests, and right now we just start writing more information to the specification sheets. Now, see how I did this demonstration, see how I did the test? Come in, we do different projectors, we do different tests, we do this, we do that, to make sure that the product is going to work 100%, and then whatever information we get from it, from experience, we can put this into the specification sheet. This is literally what you're supposed to see anytime you see a screen paint launch. This is what you're supposed to see. If you're not seeing this, if there's no testing on the product, there's a number of things that can literally go wrong in a demonstration. Just like I just showed you when we did experimenting. Let's see if we basically do non-transparent surface, what would happen. And as I'm looking at it the first time I looked at it, I was like, okay, this is pretty good. But then as I go back in and I do another demonstration on it, which I'm going to do it again, show you what we saw, we're like, nope, can't do it. It's not going to work. So that's why this testing is important, because just imagine if we just launched this with none of this intact, and somebody went out and did 2 applications and they couldn't get the image to pull high enough, or they did a non-transparent surface and it didn't pick up on the edges and it kind of went dark around it. What if all that stuff popped up because we didn't do any testing? And then again, who in their right mind is going to review a product that hasn't been tested and make yourself look like a bonehead on camera? Let me see what we got here. Commercials, and now it's the whole entire commercial.
An ordinary pretzel just isn't enough, so they add savory seasoning and tempting buttery flavor into every delicious twist. Now,
customers don't get mad about products being tested. People who make screen paints get mad about products being tested because they don't want to do it. But it has to be done. How many videos I had to shoot yesterday? Come up on the elevator. From yesterday, I was doing 2 different things. I was setting up for the kids downstairs, and then I was basically doing the applications upstairs. I'm back and forth from the 3rd floor to the 1st floor, up and down, up and down, up and down. Those tests have to be done. We can't launch a product without them. This allows me to back my product up. So the only people who get bothered by this are basically people whose products are not properly tested. Literally heard somebody saying, we never said it, that it's up to the customers to test. No, it's not. Where would you come up with something that stupid? At the end of the day, it's up to the customer. Oh, here, we got new brakes for your car, your BMW, but have they been tested? No, not really. You have to test them. Who in their right mind is going to put that on their car? That's crazy. That's actually madness. That's laziness. Definitely laziness. You got to do those tests. That micro mesh, man, that speaker mesh is fantastic. And as I showed you, the Wagoner we got, man, I love that thing so much. I love it better than the 150 and the 250. Now you see that right there? You see how it's pulling the contrast levels, and see how high the white levels are pushing up in that center area? That shows you how amazing the white levels are. Now, keep in mind, the product does not support knockoff projectors. You must have a name brand projector, so Remax and Valve and all that will not work on this at all, period. As someone who bought please don't buy projectors from Walmart. Don't buy knockoffs from Walmart. Just don't do it. I thought it was that projector, VANKYO. I think that's what how it's spelled. But anyway, those projectors are garbage. Don't buy those things. That's trash. Coca-Cola, 4K, contrast. Well, this is playing. I got to start getting set up to be on site today. So at least, I mean, yesterday I had to be back and forth to Kitty, setting up for their home theater set up for them downstairs to watch their movies. Today I'll just be to myself, which is, you know, great. I like working with the kitties, but still. There we go. As you see, fully ambient light projection technology, as always, that's what we specialize in. Dedicated 4K black. Dedicated 4K black. Oh, we are on dedicated 4K black. We're doing it. Never spelled it wrong. Dedicated 4K black. Yeah, definitely spelled it wrong. Not what I wanted. Color capabilities, as you can see. Advanced, huge advancements over the white surface. Now, let me see if I can figure out what I'm looking
Make
for.
analyzing a big bank's data no big deal.
Go on.
Well, what if you partner with IBM and Red Hat, use a hybrid cloud solution?
Adobe 4K demonstration. This is Adobe Contrast. I saw this a couple of days ago. This is what I wanted to do the demonstration for. So the background must remain black at all times. This is why these demonstrations are useless on gray and white screens, because they have to maintain a 100% black level for the background and still maintain their images and color up front. And this should all be done in a fully lit environment. I will be shipping out on Friday. We are waiting for containers. Yep, waiting for containers. But it will be shipping out on Friday. For those who are waiting for your orders, due to the fact, like I said, waiting for containers. Same as once you buy them in bulk, we do buy them in bulk. Still though, you gotta wait for containers. Wish it was a store I can just go to and just pick them up. That would make my job so much easier. I have to deal with Amazon's crazy nonsense from time to time. I don't have to deal with that. Alright people, we're just about out of time. I gotta be on site because I want to do a layer application, and right now I still have to do some updating to the website. So that has to be done also too. What is this? That was a year ago? I didn't see it. So there's our result to the micro mesh or speaker mesh. This is a fantastic way to upgrade. If you have a white acoustic screen, it's a fantastic way to upgrade your white acoustic screen to the new technology. If you have a front and rear white acoustic outdoor projection screen, it's also another fantastic way. You can ball this up, doesn't make a difference, it's not going to crack, not going to peel, and it's fully weatherproof. The way we designed it, because we do specialize in outdoor projection screens. All right, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you for your time. I have to go, and God bless.